Gojo versus Sukuna. This is going to be so cool animated. Like if Mappa do this, it's going to be ridiculous. So let's draw this landscape page, right? It's a versus, kind of a split versus, one of those faces, the portraits, right? So you got to divide your page in half first. So I'm going to do that. You can do this anyway. You could like do a jaggedy lightning one or a straight one. I'm just going to go for a straight one. Right. Now, Sukuna and Gojo. So we'll start with Gojo's big, beautiful purple eyelashes. So we'll go diagonal, just there. And then we'll go across. We'll just get like the general shape of the eye in first. And then they're kind of square like in the manga. And then there's like little gaps in them. And they do draw in the tear duct a lot of the time. So for the eyelashes, right, we're gonna like do a double line. So we're gonna go up again. Sometimes they will add a little one or two there. And then we'll go actually draw those eyelashes in. Okay. And of course that'll be a sort of a purpley color. So eyelashes that coming down the side, there is like a little extra sort of line here, right? Of eyelashes kind of just drawn like that. And then we have a half circle for the iris line, right? This is the blue part of his eye. And then pupil just in there. Because we're so close up as well, I might just add some extra little textures in his blue eye there. So eyelid line kind of just coming across the top here. And they put like a little line in here as well. And then the eyebrow. So it's kind of like square on the end. This sort of check mark that goes pretty far back. Goes sort of past the eyelashes, kind of there maybe. But it's all purple and then skinny on the end. So that's Gojo's eye. And then for his nostril, we can just see like a curved line just there. And then his mouth, so he's saying that, nah, I'd win sort of thing. So kind of just comes across up there. It's kind of got a dimple kind of on the end. And then his mouth is open, so we can just see his mouth open a little bit with teeth. Going back that way. And then the bottom lip. There. And then his chin. Square. Going up this way. So like in general, eye to nose is about the same as nose to chin, right? So here to here is about the same as there to there. And then nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip to chin. That's roughly your proportion. When a character is looking forward, that's what we're dealing with. Jaw then. Going up this way. Just in between the mouth and the nose and sort of on the edge of the eyebrow, you'll change your direction and you'll go up towards his ear. We'll sort of stop here somewhere. He's got quite a wide neck, comes out from the jaw. Down that way, I think we can see his t-shirt starting, and then we got like a neck muscle there. And then his trapezius kind of goes off that way. Right, so then we can see like his ear and his sideburns and stuff. So we got like a hair spike And then his ear sort of comes out from here. It's higher up than the eyebrow. And it's kind of just drawn in like that, basically. And then we got some ear lines inside. Right. And then that purple hair coming all across his face, and it covers some of his eye as well. So you just start adding these little spikes that'll like come all the way across. If you draw over some of his eye, you can just erase that when you get to that point of coloring, or sometimes animes do leave it in, so you can do that also. Right, so just this sort of hairlines and textures and stuff there. And then the hair that comes around his head. So like starting from behind his ear a little bit. Right, and then like texture and stuff if you want. Like you can go as heavy manga or like basic, you know, in the manga they do like lots of textures and all stuff inside. You know, all this kind of thing. But of course in anime they don't do that really. So let's go for Megumi Sukuna. So cross from Gojo's eye, kind of a skinnier eye, and it's just black. So we'll go diagonal, and then we'll bring it across like so. And we're gonna like make this a bit pointier or something, like a thicker line, but you want like the ends of it to be a little bit sharp. Right, and then this bottom eyelid line, this is more curved, skinnier than Gojo's. Right, that kind of a shape. And then he's got some lines around it, some hatching actually in here. And then the iris, so that half circle. Looking at us, and then the pupil, and his red eye I think has another sort of ring inside, or it does in the manga at least. Then top eyelid line, going across that way, and again eyebrow, quite just like a big long sort of tick line going that way, and it gets just sort of darker and heavier the closer you get to the nose. And then like starts of his nose there. So he's got that other little eye just under here, we might as well put it in. And then his iris curves around here. Can't see a pupil, but I'm going to put it in. Just want to thicken up this eyelid line a bit more. So his nose is kind of different. It's kind of like going this way. And then his mouth is just like a flat smile. So it's like, say, coming out where Gojo's teeth are, maybe. And kind of just curves up the side then. It's got a dimple on the end. And then the bottom lip, just there. And a square chin. Going out that way. I think his mouth maybe should be, but no, it's okay. Right, so jaw, again, proportions are kind of the same. So like eye to nose, about the same as nose to chin, and then nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip to chin. Like lines up with Gojo's. So then jaw, a bit wide, maybe like a bit of a skinnier face, and then goes up that way. We'll just get his neck in as well, wide neck. He's got like a white robe there, and his shoulder will go just that way. You can see his collar actually, some neck muscles. So just at his ear here, we got his sideburn. He's shorter hair than Gojo. Right, and his hairline will be sort of here, and it's got this zigzag pattern coming across. Like so. And then his ear, I think it's like the same height maybe as Gojo's, maybe a bit higher up actually. Like when a character's head is tilted forward, the ears tend to look like they're higher up. Right, and then like all hair spikes in around the back of his head, like to start like, that's like Megumi's hair, so it's real crazy. And it has like single strands coming off. And then we'll just do those symbols on his head. So like you can just see like one side of his head. So and there's like little V like lightning things here. And something on his chin. And something on his nose. And boom. All you gotta do then is color. Thanks for watching. Can't wait for this fight. See you in the next one. Bye.